Hello people, welcome to Wylie World. Today we are discussing many things and let's get to it. Everybody was confused. So, I'm gonna confuse everybody even more. I'm going to do some David Bowie makeup while I talk to you. It wasn't supposed to be anything. It was just supposed to be a regular vlog. I saw a hot air balloon when I was going to bring my dog to the park, and I thought that was the most amazing thing in the world. We were at this really cool mall. I was filming it, and all of a sudden there was a hot air balloon on the wall. And I was like, oh, that's weird. It's kind of cool. I gotta film that, put it in. Yeah, so I saw the hot air balloons right here. And yeah. yeah, that's all I can say. I'm not trying to be formal with this. The rainbows were really cool too. That's the coolest rainbow I've ever seen in my life, to be honest. So I'll give you a little compilation right now of all the hot air balloon references that I have.
Don't you wonder sometimes? Sound of vision, baby. Floating in a hot air balloon. A hot air balloon. I'm a hot air balloon.
It's a lot. So like little moments like this, the sun getting blocked by the mountain, more worthwhile to me than a 5 or 7 second Snapchat. This video was the first of it all. Nothing of what you've already saw happened at this point. It was just us doing things, and I saw hot air balloons everywhere.
Drifting into my solitude.
We go to woods. It was just like dangling his feet like this. Oh man, it was beautiful. We had no idea when we were going into this bookstore that we would see a book called Into the Woods just sitting perfectly right there.
I'm up in the woods, in the woods.
It started out with me in the car in front of a pizza place. The guy I heard on the radio was amazing, and I had no idea a couple days later that I would be randomly going to see him at Red Rocks, and so that's what had the word dream in it. And I didn't realize it until I was editing later that night on my computer and I heard it by accident. I was like, holy fuck, Tyler says dream! Every single time I went somewhere, there was the word dream. I mean, it's a common word, but it's cool, it's everywhere. You never really realize how these words are everywhere. And all of a sudden at FedEx, there's at least 16 notebooks that had the word dream on it sitting in a row, right inside the store, right when I walked in. And then I opened a book to a random page and it said the word dream, like 3 times. I'll go scare my dog after this. This was the start of this pattern. I saw a guy on the street on his motorcycle who had a Captain America thing, and so go to Hot Topic, boom, it's everywhere. You go to a fair, everyone's wearing Captain America shirts. Yesterday I went to Target. The thing that sucks, you guys, about making videos like this is that I just saw somebody wearing a Captain America shirt. I missed it. I just saw another person wearing another Captain America shirt. When you don't get that footage that you want, it's like, fuck. It's like, no, I just shouldn't even upload anything. That was a perfect thing.
I had a dream. Go out on a limb and just dream.
Before we get into yellow, what? I don't want to fuck it up. In my mind, my face looks completely white, so I don't know if it looks crackly or... So yeah, back to the main topic.
I dream all year, but they're not the sweet kind.
But her friend is nowhere to be seen. Now she walks through her sunken dream. Look at those cavemen go. It's the freakiest show. Take a look at that love man beating up the wrong guy. Oh man.
At this point I talked to one of my friends named Jack, and he was telling me about how the series reminded him of The Wizard of Oz. It really was an accident at that point when it was Hot Air Balloon, Woods, and Dream. It was an accident. This sucks. And then I was like, the whole series has to be about The Wizard of Oz. I forget if anything amazing happened in this. Oh, yeah. When we went to another concert at Red Rocks, which was the guy who sings Yellow Taxi Cab, Counting Crows. I heard him up on stage and he was telling a story, and he's like, when I met the dude, he was wearing a yellow hat and a yellow suit and yellow shoes, and he looked like Curious George, and anger flowed through my body that I didn't film that and get it for my video, you know what I mean? It would have been perfect if that would have been the next clip. In my mind, I thought people would be like, oh my god, the universe really is. Because I also had footage of Curious George on my computer that I was going to use. It was all just incredible to me when I heard that. I was like, no way. Clown makeup all over my camera. There was a part where this girl was like standing with her arms crossed in a yellow shirt by a yellow chair.
People talk to me, but nothing ever hits home. People talk to me, and all their voices just burn holes. I'm done with it.
The title appeared and I'm done with it. Then you got the Scooby-Doo mystery machine in there, which I forgot to say too. That's a pattern that I was putting in. At the candy store, I think Tyler picked up a Scooby-Doo thing. And
it all ends. They used to shout my name, now they whisper it.
Wow, now they just whisper it like they're not really a fan anymore. Oh, I thought it was cool too. I was like, I can't wait to go home and watch The Wizard of Oz and get a nice cold glass of milk. And then I had footage as I was editing of one of the Charlie Brown kids in a yellow room with a glass of milk watching TV. And I was like, that's me watching The Wizard of Oz. Hopefully people will understand that little glass of milk was perfect.
Yellow.
I think the main part about this was I bought a yellow wand, and it was yellow, so that's why I bought it. And then I just wanted to make a certain thing up about it. I think in the previous episode, Yellow, I was listening to Troye Sivan's Instagram story. And the word power was in it. And at that point, I already knew that the next episode was going to be called Power. I already filmed like this thing of me listening to Power.
One man should have all that power. Clock sticking, I just count the hour.
And I wanted that to be the beginning, because I was starting to go with the Wizard of Oz type of theme. I'm not doing anything justice by explaining these videos. With Apple, I was at the pumpkin patch, and all of a sudden I zoomed in on a thing. I saw a cowboy hat, and he was standing by a booth that said caramel apples. And I was like, alright, this is crazy now, this is getting crazy. Whoa, I turned around and it looked like David Bowie for a second. Just for a second. Charlie says, how long does it take to edit a single video in the series? That's a good question. Oh man, it takes at least 2 weeks per episode. I had the scene, the beginning scene for Power Room when I'm dancing in the red room. I had that filmed before Yellow was even filmed at all. So before Yellow was even a thing, Power was already started, and it was a file on my computer. And then we went to the bookstore in Power, and I saw all these books of the Wizard of Oz. Which video is the one that resonates with you the most? Man, I love all the videos so much. Dream is my all-time favorite. That episode, it was me just having so many just amazing moments in my brain. Walk somewhere, see the word, and capture it really quick, and then have it happen again 2 seconds later, and then I turn the corner and it happens again. It's like, what did you get from it? Life lesson or perspective? Oh, that's awesome. It really woke me up to being conscious again. It kept me alert. This project has kept me looking for things that I wouldn't be looking for. Like, we went to GameStop in the last episode, and I'm like, okay, be on the lookout for apples on these games. I didn't think there'd be an apple on anything, but then there was a "Are you smarter than a 5th grader?" case with an apple on it. Little things like that just kept me awake. Throughout this whole entire series, I had no phone plan. So whenever I left the house, my service on my phone didn't work. I don't like to talk on the phone anyway, that's who I am. I'm not a person that wants to talk on the phone. I'm not a phone talker. It was 2 months. Are there any hidden messages? Yes, so I'll put the hidden messages right here. So besides all of the titles of the series, there are a lot of bumblebees, a lot of stuff to do with bees, a lot of Captain America references, logos, a lot of Scooby-Doo and the Mystery Machine stuff, a lot of rainbows.
Let's see where this could take us. Let's see where we could go. I don't really mind surprises, long as we take it slow. 'Cause go too fast and you'll miss it all. So hit the brakes sometimes and let me know. Let me know where the fuck you're trying to go. We're driving on and we're far.
Personal experience. There's a lot more. It feeds me. Oh, I can kind of erase it and fix it. How long does it take you to edit? And do you listen to music while you do it? The cool thing is the music that I choose for the project is what I like to listen to. The last song where it was like, oh guys, goosebumps. When the character just goes like this, it's like, my new go-to thing is to just not reply or look at people anymore, because there's this old man that comments on all my videos and he thinks he's offensive. So like in episode 2 when you heard me say like, why do all these old gay men constantly blah, 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 it's like, I didn't mean all old gay men, but I mean they're jealous of something.
There's a